Avengers! Assemble.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. It's the Preventers here, guys, and welcome back to a brand new Marvel Future Fight video and a brand new mid-month update. Yes, the mid-month update is now live. We have Groot and Gamora, of course, getting brand new uniforms. Over on YouTube, on the community post, you guys did vote that I buy Groot's uniform first. I'm gonna have to save for a couple days until I get Gamora's uniform, but we will do a review video on her very soon. But for now, we're gonna have a ton of Groot stuff, and as you can see here, he's looking awesome. So there's only two upgrades, obviously, two new uniforms, Tier 3 Groot and Tier 4 Gamora. So for this update review video, first impressions, whatnot, whatever you want to call it, we're basically just looking at their skills and taking a look at them in the practice range and letting you know our initial thoughts. Like I said, there's nothing else to this update. The only other thing was the change on Rocket Raccoon. If I quickly show you, he now has the support tag, or at least he was supposed to get it. Doesn't look like it went through, though. Okay. But yeah, he's supposed to get a support tag. I guess not. The only other thing that you guys should know about this update is that it was supposed to come out at 11. It came out 40 minutes after it was supposed to come out. Not too big of a deal, but obviously for me, it's really late, so I hope you guys appreciate this video. Let's get straight on into it. So first of all, we got Gamora here with her brand new uniform, Tier 4. It just looks great, very accurate to the movie. Like I said, even the hair, down to the finer details, they really made it accurate. So I'm going to say her skills didn't impress me the most. Groot's definitely impressed me way more, but they're still pretty cool looking, so let's get straight into it. So obviously her run here, just with the sword behind her, looks really awesome and sweet. Really mimics her run in the movie. Her first skill here, she just has this slash and it has this sword that, like, this dagger that goes around and kind of follows and tracks the enemies, which I think is pretty cool. Then her second skill here, she just kind of slashes through everything, kind of basic, but it does look really cool. She's got this blue kind of colored theme going on with these skills. Her third skill, she jumps up and has two of the blades this time following you around. This fourth skill reminds me a lot of Moon Knight's skill. She pops smoke and then just completely slashes out. If you've seen Moon Knight's skill, it looks almost identical to that skill right there. Then her fifth skill, which is the most interesting to me, she slams down and then all this blue energy goes everywhere and she slashes around. And maybe it's just me, but it reminds me a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie where Star-Lord is fighting his dad, and his dad kind of has like the power waves, the celestial power waves that like kind of hit Peter and like it stabs through him. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, like the little tentacles that you see coming out. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Let me know if it reminds you too, if you even know what I'm talking about. Her Tier 4 skill here is pretty cool. She has these blue daggers following her around everywhere, and she's got like this cylinder kind of cone of blue power following her around. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. They definitely stuck to the whole dagger theme with her. And then obviously her transcendent skill stays the same. It just has a new uniform here. But it stays the exact same with Drax and, of course, the other Guardians coming in. So yeah, so the only other thing with Gamora is to check out her practice combo. So let's go ahead and check that out. She has a pretty simple rotation here. She has 3, 4, and then 5. Very slight, like half-second delays, and then you should get straight on into it. So yeah, pretty simple. Regular rotation there. And then for her Tier 3 rotation, if you ever have Tier 4, it'll be 7, 3, 4, 6, and then 5. Barely any delays, like I said. And then if you don't have her at Tier 4, then it's just going to be the exact same thing. It's just going to be 3, 4, 6, and then 5. And like I said, very, very slight delays. So yeah, if you didn't get that, make sure to rewind that part of the video and check that out again. Like I said, it's just a 3, 4, 5 regular rotation, and then 3, 6, 4, 5 on the transcendent rotation, and then just popping into 7 there if you have her at Tier 4. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Gamora. Pretty nice hits, I gotta say. On one rotation here, she gets about, I should have told you guys this the first time, but I kind of forgot about it. I did time it a little wrong there, but her hits overall, she gets, at the final count right here, she has 197 hits on one character. A lot more hits than Shadow Shell and Black Widow, I will tell you. I did take a look at it. I don't know why I keep clicking exit, but I'll show you here real quick. I did show the stream already, though. So Shadow Shell here, if we pull her up, she has a total of, with her tier 4 rotation here, she got 7, right, 6, and then 3, 4, and then 5. And you have to look at the hits after this, because then after that, she pops the first skill and it resets, so 68 hits. So yeah, she's 200 hits behind. Obviously, it doesn't mean too much, but it means a little bit. We'll have to wait and see how it looks once we take it into actual game. Then Black Widow here, on the other hand, we have 7, and then 6, and then 5, and then 4, and then 3, and then 1 at the very end. And the hits on that is even lower, I think. Okay, 57, and she gets an extra 7. So she's around Shadow Shell. So yeah, Gamora has surprisingly a whole ton of hits on her Transcendent rotation. So yeah, we'll still have to see if it packs a punch. Let's take a look at Groot here. He has great, and I mean amazing animations here, guys. So let's take a look at this. First of all, I love the little running. He's got very accurate to the movie as well, and the movement speed goes crazy. I mean, look at this. I have way too much fun with him, but here we go. Let's look at his animations. First skill here. He kind of stretches out and then slaps everything around, and more wood and trees come out of the ground. I'll show it to you here, a different angle. Pretty nice. His third skill is really cool looking. He slashes around, stretches out, and then goes whammy. Kind of reminds me of Mr. Fantastic's skills when he stretches out and starts punching like crazy as he's stretching. Looks very similar to that. The second skill here, he kind of body slams on the ground and then goes nuts and brings the roots of the trees coming out to attack the enemies. Very nice animation. And then the animation we were all waiting for, the fourth skill, he has Star-Lord come in and pulls out multiple Star-Lord guns, and they just blast everything that exists. If you haven't seen the trailer, that is in the trailer, and of course in the movie, this is a skill that made people like Cynic Alex and Beast Mode Gaming were hoping that they'd add, and sure enough, they did. Then the skill that I was not expecting that they would add, minor spoiler here if you haven't seen the movie, so just you might want to skip the next 10 seconds, but on the fifth skill, he actually has the wings that he has in the movie when he's gliding, which is pretty sick. I did not expect them to add this skill, especially because I didn't think they were going to have any sort of spoilers, but that is a minor one that they did add, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. And then the sixth skill, which was exactly what I was hoping for, a skill where he says, I am Groot. He finally does it. He says, I am Groot, slams down, has all these trees around him while he does tons of damage, and then screams, I am Groot one more time as he has the trees collapse on everybody. An amazing skill, guys. The animations are beautiful. I really hope it packs a punch in PvE. We're going to have to wait and see, though. So here's his regular rotation here. The third skill, slight delay. You got to wait for him to get some punches. Then fourth and fifth skill. And there you go. And then on that, he's going to have a total of 69 hits. So, yeah. Even more hits than Black Widow on them. So then on the tier 3 rotation, you got 6, and then instantly into 3, wait on the 3 again, and then 4, and then 5. And there's his tier 3 rotation. And his final damage there is going to be 117. So that's actually what it looks like without SFX on. With SFX on, that's where you saw the zoom in and you see the I am Groot. So I'm not sure how much of the I am Groot you're going to be able to see when you're not using SFX. You have to see. I'll have to check it out zoomed out here. But with the third skill, you basically just want to wait until he gets that second slash into the middle. So if I show you this here on the third skill, I was hoping that their skill would reset. There you go. Right now is when you want to pop the next skill, move into the fourth skill. It basically, he starts slashing, and then as soon as he does the one where he goes for the stab, that's when you want to move on to the fourth and then fifth skill to get in your rotation. So yeah, pretty sweet looking. Let's take a look here real quick before we wrap this up with the sixth skill. Oops, I messed that up. Let me turn off SFX real quick. Let me see. Let's try and get his tier 3 back. There we go. And let's take a look at if we can see the Iron Groot without SFX on. Yes, we still see it. That's awesome. Okay. I wanted to make sure that we still get the Iron Groot. I don't want to get scammed while using it but not be able to see Iron Groot. I think that's awesome. I think it would have been awesome if they added the actual audio. There is no audio for it, unfortunately. If we take a look one last time, he just kind of roars and that's it. You don't really actually hear it. Same thing right here. You don't hear it, but I think it's still really good animation. Really great looking skills, guys. But other than that, that's pretty much the review for the update. Like I said, there's only 2 characters, so it's gonna be a short video. We're gonna get tier 3 Groot here. We're live on Twitch at the time of making this video. So thank you for those that stopped by last night, I guess, by the time this video comes out. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that'll do it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel, guys. Hit that notification bell because we got more Groot and Gamora content coming out very soon. Stay tuned for it all. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.